So welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to Legal Shit.
Yes.
Sometimes you forget the go live button, and I guess we weren't live.
Yes, but we were live on what's this called? TikTok, Twitter. All right, so guys, we're gonna rewind it again a little bit.
Just gonna recap.
Yeah, recap.
Okay.
Hey, YouTube fans.
I thought I hit go live.
I thought you did too, because I remember.
I thought I said there was a countdown or something. I don't know.
You may have done the countdown right here.
I don't know.
You may have done the countdown right here, but you didn't hit live.
Anyway, we're here for those of you who are joining us on live on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
We obviously screwed up in hitting the live
We
button.
didn't screw up. We're perfect. Let's go.
All right. Anyway, we're here talking about police encounters, what to do, what not to do, and especially in light of what's going on in Minneapolis and many other cities around the United States with regards to the ICE agents and the DHS agents and what's going on and what's happening. So we're just trying to give some good general advice as to what you should do if you have an encounter with the police. And what do you do?
And we went over two questions already. So the first question was what you do in the first 30 seconds. Let me see if you remember it.
Yeah. Number one is don't get confrontational. Don't get defensive. Stay calm. Yeah. You should say hi to the police officer. Be nice. How can I help you? And then if he starts asking you questions.
30 seconds. Hands up. Just keep your hands visible.
Keep your hands visible. Don't go reaching in your pockets. Because number one, he hasn't asked for ID yet.
Yes. We'll get at. Do not put your hands down here.
Anyway.
This one talking about, just put your hands like this.
Just as long as you can
put
see.
Put your hands right here on your head, wherever.
No, we're not going to put hands.
What do you mean, no?
If a police officer stops you, hey, how you doing? You're going to go,
Not that right there, but if you're in a car, if you're somewhere, you make sure
Car's different.
Wherever you
Car's different than a street stop.
Listen, my people. If a police officer stops you and you know that it doesn't matter where they stop you, and you know that the police officer is being aggressive or whatever he is, make sure your hands visible.
Okay, hands are visible. Keep your hands visible. Don't go reaching in your pocket.
Stay calm. No sudden movements.
Okay, got that. Okay.
What's the other one?
Well, then if the police officer starts asking you questions other than hello, and if you don't feel like answering questions, if you think you're doing something wrong or you think he's going to harass you, whatever, ask the police officer if you're being detained.
Oh, Lord, you're detained. Anyways, my next question. What should you do if you're nervous and talking too much?
You should ask if you're being detained first, because that ends the if he says no, then you can walk away. Then it doesn't matter. You're not talking too much. But if you're talking too much, take a deep breath. Tell the officer you make him nervous, or he's making you nervous, or he or she are making you nervous. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk so much. What can I do for you?
And then what you always tell me to do, even when it's
not
a
volunteer information.
Yeah, stop telling people all your business.
Let them ask you questions.
Don't tell them all your business. You don't need to share anything that he didn't ask you. If he didn't ask you your name, don't share your name.
Right.
If he didn't ask you where you were coming from, do not share where you were coming from.
Yep. Okay.
And just like regular people, be private. I know sometimes you get nervous, and it's not just a police officer, just random people. People make you nervous or whatever.
Well,
no, because I do that sometimes. I just start babbling.
But sometimes people,
I'm uncomfortable.
But sometimes people think that if a police officer or law enforcement officer, ICE, whatever, DHS, regular local police officer, if they come up to you, you need to answer their questions, and you don't, unless they're detaining you, and unless they have the right to detain you and ask you questions. But anyway.
So what does reasonable suspicion means in plain English? And we on TikTok, we're only going over it because we did not press the button for YouTube.
Yeah, well, reasonable suspicion is a lower burden than probable cause. And it just means the police officer has basically a good faith reason or some specific facts that he believes gives him reasonable suspicion that you've committed a crime, you're about to commit a crime, you're doing something wrong. So he can stop you, and he can do what's known as a Terry stop from the case of Terry v. Ohio, U.S. Supreme Court case from many years ago. But as long as the police officer has reasonable suspicion, he can stop and ask some questions. Okay.
And just because he saw X and Y and he might have put them together, it's not because he feels like stopping you, because he assumed, someone might have said he was this person in a red shirt, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Stuff like that.
It just depends. I mean, unfortunately, if they say, there was this guy grabbed the lady's purse back here, and he's in a red polo shirt with black pants and white sneakers, and you have a red polo shirt, and
black pants.
He probably has a right to at least see where you're coming from.
Or not even a red polo shirt; it's a blue polo shirt, but and you're a guy.
Yeah, I don't. But reasonable suspicion is just kind of a feeling. He's got it, but he can't just have a feeling. And that's one of the problems that's happening not only in Minneapolis, but in many other states right now, is that they're stopping people. And I think the only reasonable suspicion is that they are heard speaking another language, particularly Spanish.
But I would think,
or they're brown skinned, or
no. If you're speaking another language, I would think that's reasonable suspicion.
No.
Yeah, that's what they're looking at.
I don't think so.
In their definition, yes, that is.
Well, what about if I'm speaking Spanish? I feel like speaking Spanish to my
But
friend.
you look white.
It doesn't matter. There's white people in South America, so.
I know there's white people in Jamaica too, but still.
Well, I
that's
don't
why
think
they're only focused on those people.
I
The ones that
don't
look
think
brown and they speak Spanish, and they're like, you know what? If you're speaking Spanish, you're brown, we got you.
For what?
And then after,
what are you doing?
Those
wrong?
are the reasonable suspicions.
I don't think so.
It might not be true, or the
I know.
it may not
oh,
be.
no, I'm not.
You actually, that's my analogy on reasonable suspicion. Go ahead.
I'm telling you that I don't believe that is reasonable suspicion. The mere fact that you're dark skinned and speaking another language.
But I'm just saying that's what's going on.
Oh my God, let me finish. That's exactly right. That's the problem. Is these ICE agents are using the fact that you look Hispanic to just walk up to you and start asking questions, and then yank you out of your car and throw you on the ground and lock you up.
But it's okay to not feel that way, but that is reasonable suspicion to me.
I don't think so. Anyway.
Yes, it is. For their job, if they're ICE agent and they're going out to lock people up because they're don't have their papers, and they know people with brown skin that speak Spanish or Creole or whatever other language is those people that they're supposed to be targeting. Reasonable suspicion is to grab someone that doesn't speak the proper English.
I don't think so. But anyway.
And have the color.
Anyway.
That is X and Y.
Well, that's racial.
It's not equal.
It's racial profiling.
It is racial profiling.
But that's not reasonable suspicion of you committing a crime. How many Hispanic people? I don't know how many Hispanic people or people from other countries are here in the United States. But the mere fact that you're dark skinned or brown skinned or speak Spanish or Creole,
reasonable suspicion.
I don't think so.
To me, I mean, if I'm wrong, you guys let me know
if
I'm wrong. But
what's reasonable about it? That's not reasonable.
So their job, they were hired to find people who do not speak the proper English for in their category, and then Spanish and brown, whether they speak Creole, Jamaican, whatever.
So now, but that allows them to go up to anyone. Yes. And start asking for identification. Are you a U.S. citizen? Let me see your driver's license. I don't think so.
That's their but that's the.
I know that's what they're using. I don't agree with it.
But there you go. That's fine. If you don't agree with it, it's okay.
I don't agree with it at all. I think they have to do a little bit more than the mere fact that you speak Spanish, or that you're brown skinned. That doesn't mean you're an illegal citizen, or you don't.
It doesn't
you don't have a green card.
It doesn't mean that X and Y equals whatever. But that's reasonable suspicion. I would think.
Is it reasonable suspicion to stop you and start asking for your ID?
Yes. I mean, well,
I'd tell the cop to go kiss off.
I'm not. No. How many times? Remember the time I got like 5 tickets and you had to get me out the ticket?
Yeah, but that's tickets.
It doesn't matter.
The guy driving a car is completely different.
The guy gave me 5 tickets.
Yeah, but driving a car is completely different than a consensual or non-consensual stop on the street. Driving a car, you have much less rights in the car. I'm not saying the same thing. Okay.
I'm not saying the same thing. I'm just saying that you're targeted regardless.
Anyway, I disagree with that the mere fact that you're of darker color and speaking Spanish gives a cop reasonable suspicion to stop you, detain you.
It gives an ICE agent reasonable suspicion. Okay. I think that's their definition now.
Well, that's what they're using, but I disagree. But go ahead, next question.
Let me see what they says. So, as a brown citizen, how do we respond? We're coming to that. That's the thing.
What's the question?
As a brown citizen, how do we respond?
Again, you try to be respectful and you have to, again, ask, are you being detained?
Yeah.
Now, it could be an unlawful detention that there is no reasonable suspicion, but don't fight it. That's where people get into problems. That's where people get into problems.
People are not really fighting, babe. It's just that the cops are aggressive. If someone's twisting your arm and doing all that stuff,
what are they touching you for?
Some people, why are they touching you? Oh my goodness, why are you touching?
They have no right to touch you. You haven't done anything.
Lord, they can't. Have mercy on my soul.
They can't.
They have no rights, but they still do.
Babe, but you're okay. Listen, you're mixing up the whole thing.
I'm not mixing up the whole thing.
You're mixing up. You're mixing up things.
Respond by self-deporting. Someone says respond by self-deporting. That's another thing. You can self-deport.
You can self-deport if you'd like. If you're here illegally and you think you're going to get stopped.
Yeah, And then hopefully you can come, if you respond, you have your, but if you have a green card or something like that.
Well, green card, you're here legally.
No, not green card.
Yeah.
What you mean?
A green card allows you to be here legally.
Legally.
Yeah, you're here legally with a green card.
But if you deport yourself and you don't come
you might
back,
not get back in.
Yeah, because after 6 months, if you have a green card, you're not supposed to leave the country.
Was it 6 or 9 months? I forget.
6 or 9 months. So if you say, "Oh, I'm going to go home and deport myself," and
you may not get back in.
You may not be able to get back in the country because you lose your status, you lose your place in line.
Right. Yeah.
So just to leave and say, "I'm going to deport myself."
Yep.
Respond by deporting. Okay. So what's the difference between request and law order?
Lawful order?
Yeah, lawful order. What's that?
Request? Well, a request, again, the police officer comes up to you on the street and says, "Hey, how are you? I'd like to see your identification." That's not a lawful order. He's not allowed to ask just for identification. That's what, I hate to say it, but that's what the Nazis did in Nazi Germany. They went around and asked for papers, and they use that. That's not a lawful order. And so you can say, "No, I don't want to give you my identification. Am I being detained?" If
I don't want to give you my identification.
Yeah. and they're not entitled to it unless they have a reasonable suspicion. The mere fact that you're walking down the street is not reasonable suspicion. In a car, it's different because a car is, you're licensed by the state to allow you to drive on the street. So
what you're saying, if a cop comes up and says,
"Let me see your ID."
Request your ID. So let me see your ID is like a request. Let me see your ID.
Yeah.
Can I have your ID? Blah, 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 blah.
I'd say, "Am I being detained? Why would you like my ID, sir?" And let him say what he's going to say. "Yes, you're being detained." Okay. Then you know what? You give him your ID.
So, but
it's
where
probably
you're
an unlawful
talking about
detention.
Request and lawful order. So you're going to ask them, is this a request or is this a lawful order?
No, you can just say. I mean, you can say, "Well, are you ordering me to give you my?" Because I don't think I have to follow.
No. I'm just saying.
A lawful order is when the police officer asks you for your driver's license when you're driving a car. That's essentially a lawful order because you have to turn over your driver's license if asked by a police officer.
Okay, so
why?
Lawful.
Because you're driving on the state of Florida roadways, and driving is a privilege, not a right. He hasn't answered
my question yet.
Okay,
it's a request or a lawful order?
The request is, "May I see your?"
No, I know you're giving me.
A request
you're giving me definitions, and I'm asking.
Can I see your ID? That's a request. If I'm walking down the street, hey, how you doing? Hey, officer, how you doing? Can I see your ID?
That's a request.
That's a request. And I'd say,
now, if it's a lawful order.
But that's not a lawful order.
No, I did not ask that. Lawful order.
All right, you're in a car and he says, "Let me see your driver's license."
Okay.
Turn it over because you have to. That's a lawful order.
So what I'm getting here, if it's a lawful order, you have to.
You follow it.
You follow it.
Yeah.
If it's a request,
you don't have to follow it.
You don't have to follow it because now they have no reason to detain you, because they're requesting. They're just being polite.
That's why
about
I say
it, and they're hoping that you say yes.
And a lot of people say yes. They say, "Hey, okay, you want to look at my driver's license?" Boom. Okay, go ahead. Some people just don't want to give their driver. Don't want to give any. They don't have to. Yeah, they don't have to be stopped and harassed by the police.
You don't have to.
The problem is,
the
problem is the police don't always follow that.
Brown people can question authority, so there's that. He can ask. Brown people.
I mean, this is always everything we're saying is with the caveat that the freaking police, if they don't want to follow the law, they can just say, give me your ID. And if you don't, they can grab you, I'd throw you on the ground.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening in Minneapolis from what I can see on the videos.
That's with ICE, though. I don't think it's happening. Is
it
happening with the police officers?
No.
Yeah, ICE has different, I think they're above the police officers.
Most police departments, I'm not saying every single police officer in the world is just hunky-dory and all very nice, but most police departments serve the public, and they're there to try to keep good relations with the public, Yeah. ICE is not, apparently.
Because usually the police officers that are in your neighborhood sometimes has made relationships with the neighborhood.
How many do you know up and down here in the street in West Palm Beach?
Almost all of them. Okay, so when should you ask if I'm being detained?
As soon as they start asking you questions about where you're going, what's your name, let me see your ID.
Yeah, early. You're supposed to ask it early because you want to know whether you need to be answering these questions or not.
Correct. Yeah. If a police officer, if you're walking down the street or you're standing on the street and an officer comes up and says, "Hi, can I see your ID?" You can say, "Hi, officer, how are you? Why would you like my ID? I want to see your ID. Am I being detained?"
Yeah. And then if you want to get the heck out of there, say, "Am I free to go?" And then you run.
No, don't run.
No, don't run.
Don't run.
Just walk fast.
That's like
fast walk.
That's like if you're in, supposedly they say if you're walking in the bush in Africa and you see a lion or something, a large predator,
Lord.
don't run because then you look like prey. Same thing with the police department.
Yeah.
But yes, early on, just quickly, just be very polite and just say, am I being detained?
Mm-hmm.
And if they say yes, well, then you say, you can say, I think it's an unlawful detention. I don't think I should have to stay here, but what can I do for you? Let me see your ID. Okay. You don't like to show it, but he just told you you're being detained. It may be an unlawful detention, but.
Mm-hmm. So at that moment, just stop talking.
Just stop talking.
Yeah. Especially if you don't know what's going on and it may put you in trouble.
And all right,
I have to get a lawyer.
Hand your ID over.
Yeah.
And then say nothing. If they ask you questions, just say, I'd like an attorney and I'm going to not speak.
Yeah. And think clearly.
Yep.
Think clearly before you answer any questions, especially if you don't.
Listen, it's hard to tell a police officer that when you're out on the street, but.
Yeah. Because you get nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm driving the car and I know I'm not speeding, I'm looking like, am I speeding?
Yeah.
I get so nervous. They're behind me. I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Are they going to pull me over? It's my turn. Ugh. Now I just don't drive down Okeechobee anymore after those 5 tickets.
Oh yeah.
So
that was bullshit. Those 5 tickets all got thrown out.
It was, but the thing is, I was melanin.
Yeah. Well, that's a guy that PBSO officer. He rides up and down Okeechobee Boulevard giving traffic tickets out for tints, window tints, and all the other bullshit.
But after I heard that Okeechobee is one of those areas where they come for you sometimes. So now I just limit my drive down Okeechobee Road.
Just don't speed. Don't get. When you're driving, I always say this to people: when you're driving a car, don't give them an opportunity to pull you over. All right. Mm-hmm. So if you're racing down Okeechobee at 50 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour, like quite a few people do.
Mm-hmm.
If you get pulled over, you only have yourself to blame.
I wasn't racing.
Okay. I mean, that's,
Pulled me over for all my tints, which my car was very tinted and I loved it.
I got stopped.
Now my window is so hot.
I got stopped.
Because I tinted his car.
She tinted my car and I got pulled over by the state trooper going up 95.
Yeah.
Who says, he pulls me over and he says, you have your seatbelt? I said, hi, officer. Why am I being stopped? He said, because you don't have a seatbelt.
You're right.
And
Brooklyn.
And I said, like, well, I do have a seatbelt on. He goes, oh, I couldn't see because your window's too tinted. So, and then he goes back and I gave my license and everything. And he came back and I told him I was a retired cop and he let me go.
I told the guy I was dating, I was married to a cop and that's how he started softening up. After he tried to, he could have taken me to jail.
Oh, good Lord.
Because even my insurance, he was like, he wouldn't take my insurance card because something about my insurance.
Oh, you had it on your phone. He said it was bogus.
Yeah.
Okay.
And and then I was like, my husband's a cop, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, always have your physical papers in the car.
Blah, blah, blah.
Always have your registration insurance card in your glove box.
And then
or somewhere in your visor.
After I signed the paper, that's when he softened up.
Right. But yeah, because this officer took the position that, I see it on your phone, but it's probably bogus. So.
No, he wouldn't even look at my phone. He didn't even look at the phone. Okay, so you won't. So next question is, if an officer says, you don't mind if I look right, what's the best reply? I think you have to say, I respect you. I'm very respectful to the police, but I do not consent to any search. Yeah.
I think that's what you have to say. Then
stop talking.
And then stop talking.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you have to let the police officer know what the boundaries are. Mm-hmm. If you're not detaining me, I'd like to leave. I'm leaving. Thank you very much.
No. What you mean? And I'm leaving.
Or just walk away.
You can just walk away.
He said, if the officer says, am I being detained? And he says, no, then you say,
okay, bye. I'll talk to you later.
Yep.
Okay. Make it quick.
You can say,
fast and quick.
I'm sorry, but I do respect you, but I have somewhere to go and I'm going to go on my way.
Yeah.
That's all. But just the whole thing is, don't be confrontational.
You keep on, listen, I'm in charge of these questions. You keep on changing my questions.
All right, next question.
No, it's the same question. We're still on the same question. Won't you mind if I look right? That means if the police officer stops you and want to look in your car, want to look into something, want to look in your purse. No, you can, just like Tim said, say respectfully, be respectful to the officer, but say no in a nice way, polite way. That's it. No attitude, no debate, no nothing.
Excuse me. A car is different though.
No, in general, I did not put a car.
I know.
I said a car, but the question did not say a car.
Okay.
I said
I have something in my throat.
Gonna be my foot next. Anyways.
Anyway.
Stress. You don't know what I went through before we started this podcast,
Okay.
guys. All right. So just no attitude with the police officer.
Yeah, that's
Put
the
that fake
thing.
smile on if you can.
Yep.
Stay as positive as you can.
Listen, I was a street cop for 10 years and worked in the low-income housing projects most of the time. And I will tell you, as soon as I stopped someone or did something, and as soon as I took that attitude right away, what do you stop me for? You know, that whole, what are you doing? Right away, I get defensive. Like, okay, so this guy's going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So just be really cool.
And some people, like for right now, it doesn't even matter if you're polite, because I know a lot of the Spanish people are very polite.
Apparently in Minnesota, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if you're polite. It's just be prepared to, I don't even know what to tell you. Just be prepared for whatever is going to happen. Yep. Just be prepared and make plans, make future plans. If you know you're not here,
yeah. I was going to say, all right. Anyway, go.
If you know you're not a citizen, if you know you're not supposed to be here, start already making plans on what's your next step, just in case ICE comes after you and catches you. Okay. Just be ready. Start, emptying out those bank accounts.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, you got to be able to live on when you get, if they deport you back to your country, you got to be able to afford your life. Because now, remember, you're paying rent. You got money in the bank. Yes, you don't have all your papers. You only have a green card, but you still have money coming in. That money needs to be going somewhere. What you going to do? Leave it here and then?
I don't know.
You can't even obtain. You can't get it because you're locked away. But I know I changed. I went somewhere else. Can staying silent make you look guilty?
Well,
does that matter legally?
Legally, no. You don't have to talk. You have a Fifth Amendment right not to talk. And basically, you don't have to talk unless you just don't have to talk. You don't have to answer any questions at all. I should say, if you're taken into custody, you're usually required to answer booking questions, your name, address, date of birth, things like that, regular booking questions.
I know, right?
But you don't have to answer. You don't have to answer questions about anything they think you did wrong. That's when you say, I'd like to remain silent. And I'd like to speak to an attorney first.
Yeah. Yeah.
But booking questions, don't say, I'm not answering that question.
Booking questions?
What is your name? What's your address? What's your date of birth? What's your phone number? Booking questions to book you in. Answer those. You have to. But if they start asking you questions about anything they think you did wrong, just say, I'm not going to speak to that until I have an attorney.
So some officers may think that makes you look guilty, because remember, these officers are people. They're humans. So, and as much as you may smile, or you may not be confrontational, you may not be aggressive towards them or whatever they want to say, that officer may have his crazy feelings in him.
Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
Let him think. If he thinks you're guilty, fine. Who gives a crap? Because it's not.
And it's not your job to manage their feelings.
That comes later. Then you can challenge everything later on. The main thing is don't compound the problem.
Long enough.
Well, yeah. Don't compound the problem. If you're taken into custody unlawfully, don't fight. Don't resist.
Your job is to protect yourself. So you got to be careful.
Keep yourself safe. You don't need to get slammed on the ground because you're resisting. Just sit there. Okay. Yeah. And don't say anything. And then you can fight it later on, but don't. It's worse when you compound the issues, because then, of course, every time someone resists arrest a little bit, they get a resisting charge, and it's resisting with or without violence. And then
sometimes you may not be resisting. They may be
beating the shit out of you,
beating the crap out of you, and you're trying to protect yourself. Yeah. And then it looks like someone's recording. It looks like you're resisting because you're in pain. So be aware of that. So like I said, I don't even know what much to tell you how to protect yourself. But the best one thing is, the magic word is, I want a lawyer. Yep. And don't be confrontational and don't fight. Yeah. All right. Next question. You have a question for me? What should you do if the officer is wrong about the law in the moment? Comply with whatever he or she is saying. Even though you know it's wrong, you comply with it and fight it later. Yeah. Do not argue roadside. No, don't. Because if he feels like he's right, he might find something that makes you wrong. Yeah. Even though he's wrong, even though you know he's wrong, and he's, doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean, it's again, we go back to the videos I watched today at the the goings on in Minnesota. Yeah. And man,
I was shocked at what I was seeing. I mean, literally someone filling up their car at a gas station. They come from both sides. They 2 or 3 or 4 ICE agents get out of the car. They swarm around the guy and they start asking, what's your name? Where you're from? Are you a citizen? Blah, 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 blah. And this guy's sitting there like, what? I mean, next thing you know, they're locking him up.
And then, I mean, comply physically if it's safe and challenge it later in the court. Yeah. And just keep on saying, I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
I mean, did you see the video? Yes, I saw it yesterday.
No, I don't watch that stuff, man.
I saw the video yesterday or today. Maybe I've seen it twice now, or probably more than twice. The one guy, he's on his stomach. There's 4 or 5 cops on him. They've got his hands they're trying to handcuff. Meanwhile, the one officer's kneeing the guy in the face. Yeah. I mean, like, what the F,
And then now it's called resisting because you're fighting for your life.
Right. You're trying to protect yourself. And meanwhile, one of the ICE officers is kicking you in the head or kneeing you in the head. And even the woman in the background, I think, who's videoing it saying, stop kneeing him in the face. Yeah. And he does it 2 or 3 times. Asshole.
So being right and staying safe, you got to figure that one out. So if you want to be so right and then you're not safe, it's better to just wait for the courts.
Yep. It's much better.
I know it sucks. It's a long process. It's annoying.
Yep.
It's stressful. It's time wasting. It's money. It's all these different things. But it's
resisting's
all about,
worse.
But it's also about your life. It's like, are you gonna fight this, or what are you gonna do? For your life.
I mean, look at the woman who was shot in Minnesota.
And I doubt she did any. Let me shut up before I live in Florida, golly.
Yeah. Oh, well, you have your own viewpoints on the shooting. Like some people believe that
the car was turned that way. It wasn't going toward the cops. So I don't know.
So here's my thinking about that without even going into in detail.
Scary. I'm sorry.
If you're a police officer and you believe that someone in a car is going to try to run you over, why the fuck are you standing in front of the car? You don't stand in front of the car.
He wasn't standing in front of the car.
He was standing front to the side.
I thought he was on the side at the window.
No. Oh, the guy that got who did the shooting was up ahead of the car. You don't get in front of the car.
Wait, the guy. Oh, he wasn't the guy beside the car.
No, it was a guy 8 feet or 10 feet away, off to the side. That he says she was trying to run over, and
I thought it was
she was turning away.
Car guy.
It doesn't matter. You don't shoot at a moving car, but that's a whole nother ball game. But you certainly don't stand in the possible pathway of a car if you think the person's going to try to run you over. That's pretty stupid. But
I don't think the car was even going fast.
No, it was probably like 8 miles, 10 miles an hour.
If that. It was just starting to move.
Anyway, that's a whole nother.
The other cop was right there next to the car.
That's a whole nother thing, and I don't know why the whole thing happened.
She
but
followed them 4 hours. It said that she was following them for 4 hours.
Well, she's allowed to.
What's this?
She's allowed to follow the police, but she's anyway. That's a whole. Killed. Yeah, that's a whole nother. But what I'm saying is, if you're a police officer, you don't stand in front of a freaking car that you think is going to try to run you over. But whatever.
I don't know all the rules.
Yeah, I know. Well, you just don't do that for street survival. But anyway, and you don't shoot a moving car. But anyway,
you don't shoot them.
No, because in the car then you have a dead passenger with a car
that could kill
other people. Of course, you let the car go. You get their license plate.
You're told.
Absolutely.
Oh, so you're not supposed to. I didn't know that.
No. Because then it becomes.
So it's not like a action-packed movie where you're just shooting at a car.
I mean, if you have, well,
I thought it was okay. I thought they had rights to shoot at cars.
No, if
that's just movies.
If there's no other way to stop the vehicle, if they're coming at you and you think, and you don't have any way to get out of the car, if you can think you can shoot them, but even if you shoot them, the car's they're not gonna hit the brakes, so they're gonna hit you anyway. So it's just. But certainly, if you're off to the side and the car is kind of going away from you, you don't pop a few rounds off in the windshield.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But okay.
Watch the video. He was 8 inches away.
I didn't say he wasn't close.
Was it the one that was by the window on the right hand on the right hand side, or was it someone in front? I didn't watch. I just don't like watching this stuff. It just makes me depressed and just stresses me out.
Yep.
Invite. Exactly. Instigated. He was reckless at minimum. These are not normal police officers.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think. I mean, police officers. How many months or how long are they trained?
I don't know. Supposedly, there's so many issues
with
who they're hiring.
Yeah.
Now they're wearing masks and sunglasses. You can't tell who they are. There's no badge numbers. It's like an armed.
Maybe that's why she was following him for 4 hours, because she wanted to know exactly who he was. Because everyone wants to know who these ICE agents are, just snatching people.
Yeah.
Not guy in front was 8 inches away. Not guy. Oh. And the guy asked to be stepped out of the car. It was a guy that asked her to step out of the car. So it was a guy on the side.
Okay.
Yeah. So the car was being turned anyway. She was trying to leave, and he was trying to tell her to step out of the car.
Okay.
But you can tell Democrats here. I don't know.
There's nothing to do with.
And the guy asked her to step out of it. Okay. I don't know.
Whole nother ball game. Nothing to do with Republican, Democrat, Independent. It has to do with what a police officer is allowed to do. What should you have to do?
I mean, it's the way how it's being handled, because I heard I don't know if it's true. You guys can check me, but I heard Obama deported way more people.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, way more.
Yeah,
but
it
wasn't
was the
this
deporter
toxic.
in chief. Anyway,
it wasn't this toxic.
Anyway,
it wasn't this crazy.
What do you do when? Go ahead.
So what's one thing you should do right after your encounter ends? What's one thing you should do right after the encounter ends?
Well, I mean, I guess it depends what the encounter was. I think if the police officer stops you or starts questioning you and you say, "Am I being detained?" and he says no, I think you walk away. Thank you, I appreciate it. Bye, and you leave. And that's the end of the encounter.
No, if they detain you and something, all the information, you like, you don't like how they detained you.
Yeah, you should try to get, if you can, a badge number, a name. The problem there is these ICE officers don't have badges, they don't have names, they don't have anything. Their whole face is covered. You wouldn't be able to recognize them in a crowd.
Oh, they're being recognized anyway. Yeah, every time they do something, they're being recognized. Someone's finding them. That 4-hour drive that she
try to gather any information.
Yeah. So write it down before your memory starts failing you.
Yeah, and it's just
so you can so it doesn't start filling.
It's also like how detailed was the encounter? I mean, if I'm walking down Clematis tonight and an officer says, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" I'm saying, "Not really." Of course, I'm going to say, "Yeah, what do you need?" But if he starts asking for identification and ultimately I leave, that's the end of it.
So the question is, who follows someone around for 4 hours? That is a law enforcement. What kind of time do you have? Well, she had a lot of time.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Or not enough time.
I don't know exactly what she was doing before, and that doesn't justify what she was doing.
I think
you are allowed to.
Maybe a little right. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm going to say you're allowed to film police officers. You're allowed to film government officials who are doing their duty. You're allowed to, as long as you're not interfering. If you're following, that would give the police, at least if I'm getting followed, that would give me a little nervousness. If I was a police officer, why is this person following me?
I think when you say who's following, I think they were following, like right now, they're following around the ICE agents. Yeah. And they're being whistleblowers. Like I hear some people have little whistles, they have all kind of stuff to let people know that the ICE agents are around. So when you say
you're
who
allowed
has
to.
a time, she might have her day off.
Yeah, you're allowed
and
to.
She's like,
as long as you're not interfering.
Yeah.
So then there's things we probably don't know about. And so, that's a whole nother topic though, like I said. Anyway.
I got a comment, but I'm going to zip it because I don't want to get attacked right now.
Go ahead. Give me, what's the comment?
Not following anymore.
No, no, she's
sorry,
not.
That was my
no.
Comment.
Listen,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No.
What's one thing you should do right after you? Okay, so what changes when there are passengers or kids in the car? Not a damn thing.
Oosh, yeah. Well, you've got to tell them to be quiet.
There's supposed to be a change. What? Tell the kids to be quiet.
Tell the kids to be quiet. Everyone sit there.
Shut up. Sorry.
Not shut up, but just be quiet.
Shut your mouth.
Put your hands on the seat so they can see your hands.
Kids.
I mean, well, how old kids? Like young kids?
It has to be young kids.
Okay, young kids.
What changes when there are passengers or kids in the car? They're kids. The kids don't have any.
Everyone needs to stay quiet and just sit there and let the police officer ask his questions and let mommy or daddy do what you have to do and maybe you can be a good example on how to handle a traffic stop when you're a passenger in a car, or not a passenger if you're a driver in a car. You hand over your credentials and let them do what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm. So the thing is, what is this? Oh Lord, TikTok. How you doing so much?
Huh. Anyway,
say, are you still there? Yes, I'm still there. Okay. So just like you said, stay calm. Your temper or your tone regulates how the kids react and how the whole
it just makes the whole situation more tense if the kids are screaming and you're screaming at the kids. It's nice.
Kids will mirror your stress instantly. So just stay calm for the kids. And if you can't stay calm, or even if Because there's times when I've heard that doesn't matter if kids are in the car, you're still going to get snatched out. They're still going to do whatever you want, whatever they want.
Yeah.
Or they took the parent and deported the person or put the person in ICE in custody and left the child in the car. Because I'm like, who's picking up these kids now?
Yeah. And by the way, I'm not saying everything these federal agents are doing are wrong.
No, we're just having a conversation. I'm just pointing fingers at you and
I'm just trying to say this is some of the rules you should probably try to follow.
Yeah.
If there's an encounter, they could be wrong, they could be right.
Trying to harm anyone. They said, and she was not trying to harm anyone. She said as much and still got shot in the face. I know.
Yeah.
Shooting in the face is another ballgame. I see if they had just not even anyway. Don't shoot people. Period. She was not shooting anyone.
Okay.
Okay. What changes when the passenger? Okay. So just stay calm because you don't want to stress the kids out as well as
you don't want the kids stressed.
You don't want them to start reacting and start fighting and doing all.
Nope. Just sit quiet. Let me take care of this and just sit there, be quiet.
Yeah. Or answer the questions that need to be answered. And all the questions, the 10 questions before that or 9 questions before that, how to deal with the situation. Am I being lawfully detained? Am I,
Yeah.
Yeah. And stay calm.
Like I said,
try not to be nervous.
It's a different ballgame when you're in a car as compared to walking on the street. But
yeah. So if you're allowed to record, where do you? Oh, we answered this. Where do you record where you are? If you're allowed to record where you are, do it safely and non-provocative. Okay.
Provocatively.
Provocatively.
Yeah, you're. I guess.
How should people handle recording encounters?
There are some states have laws, and most states probably have laws as to how close you can be to a police altercation, encounter, whatever the statute calls it. Some of the experts are saying, 20, 25 feet, just to stay away. And if the police officer comes up to you, as I've seen in some of the videos, and they say, get back, just step back a step or two. Don't start with, I'm allowed to be here. I can do whatever I want to do. You have no rights.
It's a free country. I can do whatever I want.
And listen, and you're probably right. The problem is you're going to get locked up.
Keep the camera steady, okay? Keep the camera steady. I can do whatever I want.
We want a good video.
We want a good video, okay?
That's right. Just put the video on 2x and make a little zoom. To zoom it in a little bit. So
no, but then it gets
take a step back and zoom it in a little bit. But, but I mean, this is again, it's unfortunate.
Not push it in the face.
Well, no, don't do that, please.
I see what you're doing.
No. And this is unfortunate, is that we have a situation in Minneapolis and other places where it seems there's a lot of, police misconduct, where they're just telling people they can't record, they're pushing them, they're shooting tear gas at them, and you're allowed to record a public official doing his or her job in a public area.
Yeah, and any country, in Paris too.
Well, I would do Paris is a whole different ballgame.
No, you can't record citizens if they tell you to stop, but you can record the police officers. That's part of it.
Yeah.
So April just said a relative or social service services would pick them up.
Yeah, usually
pick up the person.
Usually
the child.
They may take the kids into the station or something like that. Dang. But the whole thing is again, remain calm. Tell your children to remain calm and don't become confrontational. Because what happens is a lot of time, even though the police had no right to stop you, you can diffuse the situation by being calm and just complying with what they say.
And then,
giving them an ID.
Suppose they have a teenager in the car, a teenage boy, and his hormones are rolling. He wants to protect his mother or father. He may react in a way, and then he may get shot.
Yeah,
so you need to be careful too.
Locked up, something.
Yeah, either locked up, get shot, something, because they think now he's being aggressive, and he may look. He like the summer, I had a 13-year-old, and the 13-year-old is like this big.
Yeah,
but in his head, he's 13. He's a kid.
Right.
He doesn't understand that he's a big boy that looks like a grown man.
Yeah.
But he's 13. So you stay calm so your kids stay calm.
All right. Anyway.
So what are the 3 sentences you wish everyone knew?
Oh, let's see. I mean, in terms of police encounters?
No, we're going back to all the stuff that we're just recapping.
3. Well, am I being detained? That's the first thing. Am I free to go?
That's still one. Am I being detained? Am I free to go? Stop cheating.
I don't consent to any searches. If they want to search your, well, see that again. If you're walking down the street, if you have to ask, am I being detained? If they say no, then leave. You're free to walk away.
You already went over that.
If they say no, yes, you are being detained. Well, then you get into this new area.
We're not trying to solve problems right now. I just said, what are 3 sentences you wish everyone knew?
Am I being detained?
Thank you.
I don't want to say, I don't want to speak without a lawyer.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not consenting to any searches.
There you go.
There you go. That's
finally,
at least
thank
3.
you. You got it out before going into a story. So am I being detained or am I free to go? I do not consent to any searches.
Yeah.
I'm going to remain silent and I want a lawyer.
Yeah,
so if people only learn those 3 things, they're already safer and smarter.
Right.
So
I mean, for the most part, you're walking down the street here in West Palm Beach, and a police officer says, "Hey, you mind if I ask you a question?" I'm not going to say, "I don't want to say anything." Just, "Hey, what's up? What can I do for you?" That's if he starts asking questions about ID, what's your name, where you're from. That's when you say, "Am I being detained?" Because he has no right to stop and ask you questions like that. How about if he wants to ask you about something? Hey, I saw you yesterday. I saw your podcast yesterday. I liked it. Can I come on or sometimes? I don't know. I can't talk to you. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, just if you're approached by the police officer when you're not in a car, just say, "Hey, what can I do for you?"
Yeah, but that's
if you're in a car, whole different ballgame.
And if you're if it's an ICE situation, that's a whole nother ballgame too.
Well, then you take it to the next step.
Yeah,
where it seems I don't know what to call them, federal agents don't seem to think they have any boundaries at all.
No, they don't.
Well, they don't, especially when their leaders say that they have complete immunity.
Yeah, they do.
So
it doesn't matter however you say it. They do. They do. They have complete immunity.
And that's a problem. Because
I think they're higher than the cops.
Because that's the problem. That's what's happening around our country right now is that we have law enforcement officers who think they can do whatever they want to do, and there's no rules or regulations. So
what's the biggest difference between a local police and a federal agent? Federal agent has immunity?
No,
complete immunity. Is ICE a federal agent?
Okay, yeah, gotcha. It's the federal government.
Okay.
Well, the local police, enforce state and local laws, county laws, and usually they're more receptive to the public. They try to work with the public. They're friendly for the most part. Not everywhere. Trust me. West Palm Beach, the cops here are pretty good.
Yeah, because they know the people. They know all the homeless people. They know us. We see them almost every day, so that's different.
Yeah,
they're just not deployed in our area, and then they're gone to another area, and then they're not gone to another.
Yeah, they're here all the time.
They have more. Compassion.
Yeah,
because they see.
Well, they know you.
Yeah, they know you. But the ICE agents do not know you.
No, and the federal agents are there enforcing federal law.
Yeah.
And mostly it's federal law and federal immigration laws. So they're going around rounding up who they believe to be illegal immigrants. How they're doing that is the problem, probably. Obama deported more, but didn't do what is going on now.
Yeah.
I
didn't even know he was deporting people.
He was the deporter in chief. He deported more people than anyone.
So why do we have to make a big scene or a big spectacle when
that gets into politics, something we don't want to talk about.
Okay, so different badges, different system, but your behavior should still be controlled and smart. But right now, because I think because you're not trained as long as the police officers.
Supposedly
I think the rush training, so they're not like in some countries. That's like a degree. You get a degree to be an officer.
In a lot of states, you need, at least now, you need a college degree to get on the police department, and you have to pass a background check and a mental health check, and a lot of other things.
I don't think
supposedly that's not happening, or didn't happen when they had all these ICE hires.
No, I don't think they have enough time, so that it's being rushed.
So that's a problem.
And to be a police officer, I wonder does anyone know how many months or how many years you got to train to be a police officer?
Well, the academy's anywhere from, I think my academy was 16 weeks.
16 weeks?
4 months? Yeah, I think
That's
so.
Short too.
September, October, November.
What country where you have to go for 3 months or something? Not 3 months, 3 years or something.
I have no idea.
Police officers, and they have no crime, no nothing. There was a country I forgot.
I don't know. They have no crime because they kill everyone who commits a crime. So
no, it's the way how they're trained. They learn how to diffuse the problem before before it escalates.
Well, that's what you're supposed to try to do. I mean, it's not always easy. Listen, let me tell you something.
I think Karen Civil. I'm not sure what that is.
Let me tell you something.
I'm not sure what Karen Civil is.
Being a law enforcement officer is not an easy job, especially in today's world.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with that,
these cops down here, they love us.
For the most part,
I think if you're a good cop,
for the most part, cops are good.
I don't think being a law enforcement is a bad. It's hard. I think if you're a cop that's respected and you do what you're supposed to do, to me,
and you do your job.
You do your job, because I'm looking at the cops down here. They move so easily. They're friendly. They say hi. They're
Yeah.
mingling with everyone. Even when they tell the homeless people to go, they're politely telling the homeless people to go, and the homeless people move.
Right.
But if you're aggressive and and don't know how to control your temper,
Right.
and you want to be rude to people, I think that's why it gets hard being a cop.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about a cop that deals with drugs and all that stuff, like drug war, but a regular cop walking the beat.
It's not
like
an easy job.
It should
and not everyone is easy to deal with.
It should not be as bad.
But like you said, Obama deported far more people than are being deported today, and we didn't have the chaos we have today. So there's a problem there.
Like I said, I didn't even know.
Yes, he was the deporter in chief.
Everyone's
as I
like,
said.
what?
Yeah, he deported more than any other president. So, but it was done. It was done in a way that.
Well, maybe there's a competition. They're trying to make sure I have the most support. I'm going to
maybe.
Everyone wants to outdo Obama all the time, so
anyway.
he wants to be the one that deports the most. Gotta be number one. Make America great again.
All right.
Okay, so hello. Okay, so if an officer agent approaches you, what's the first safe sentence?
Hi. Hello. How you doing? What can I do for you? What's your name? My name's Tim. Am I being detained?
Talk to him?
Am I being detained? No, you don't have to.
I'm a cop. I'm approaching you.
Okay.
What do you say?
Hey, officer, how you doing?
Boom. That's it.
Hey, officer, what's going on?
How can I help you?
How can I help you? Right? Just like that. How can I help you?
Talking.
And then stop talking and see what he says. Now, if he says, let me see some ID. Am I being detained? Why do you need to see my ID?
Yeah.
You don't even have to go that far. Just say, am I being detained? Because as soon as you start saying, why do you want my ID? What do you want it for? What are you trying to do? That's unconstitutional. I have my rights, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, don't do all that. Don't do all that.
You can say all that. It's not illegal to say all that. You can tell the cop to go F off if you want to. But then they're going to take it, and then they're going to do what they're going to do. And usually it's not right.
And they are humans too. So you hurt a cop's feelings.
Yeah, there you go. I know.
It takes it to another level.
Especially the younger cops, because they're young. They haven't experienced a lot, so
and they want to prove themselves.
They want
to prove themselves.
Prove who's boss out on the street.
Yeah.
So
what's the first legal question people should ask in any encounter? I think we already asked all that stuff. Okay. There was something about federal agent says we just want to talk. What should you talk about? If a federal agent say we just want to talk, what should you do? I
don't feel like talking. I don't want to talk.
You can say that?
Yeah, I don't want to talk. I don't have to talk to you. Or I don't want to talk. I'd like to have. Am I charged with a crime? Am I under arrest? No. Am I under suspicion of a crime? No.
Yeah. Or
then why do you want to talk to me?
Or something without counsel. I guess you can say it like that. It's just, but be gentle. Even though, see, he has a whole nother way of dealing with it. I mean, you can say it like that, but be the way how you say it is important.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way how you say it. Answering questions, and then just like I'm not answering questions without my lawyer.
Yeah.
Do you have to let police or federal agents into your home? Ooh,
no,
that's the one I was looking for. So, do you have to let police or federal agents into your home?
No, unless they have a search warrant.
Yep.
Or an arrest warrant for someone in the home. Nope, you don't have to let them in.
Or an emergency exemption. What's that? You can say I don't consent to entry.
Yeah.
Do you have a warrant?
Correct. Do you have a warrant to enter my home? And there's a difference. I forget now.
Because that's consent. Remember, guys, a consent means you're letting them in. And once they're in, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, just say no. Yeah. You're not coming in the house.
What about going out? If they say we have a warrant, what should you do?
Let me see the warrant.
Stay calm and ask them.
I'd like to see the warrant.
Yeah.
What's the warrant for?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to read it, please. Thank you.
Yeah. And make sure that your name, your
address. I want
address,
a copy of it.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the name and address are correct. There's been instances where they've entered the wrong house.
Ooh.
They've gone in. I think, what's her name? Was it? I forget. No, that wasn't. I'm thinking that wasn't her name. The one who Shabrana Taylor or something. I forget. But there's instances where they've gone into the wrong house and knocked doors down.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And then it's the wrong place.
I know who you're talking about. There's a black girl and she got shot and she was a
Yeah, but was this the wrong house? I don't remember. I can't remember. It's years ago.
I think they came in, but it was the wrong house or something like that. And she reacted and grabbed a gun.
Or the guy shot. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But anyway, it's just.
Okay. Once we finish, I'll invite a couple people for a co-host. Stay calm and say so. We have a warrant. What should you do? Stay calm and ask to see
Let them
it.
execute the warrant.
Yeah.
Don't stand in their way. I mean, I've been asked when I did criminal defense, I was called by clients who said the police are here at my house, the FBI is here at my house, and they have a search warrant. And I said, ask them if they could wait to execute it until I get there. And they did. And I showed up and I asked for a copy of the warrant, and I would just stand there and let them, they would start searching the house. We just stand there. And you can't get in their way. You can't tell them they can't do what. You just, because then you're interfering.
And then you got to look at what the warrant is giving them permission to do.
Yeah, it might be a full, complete warrant. You can just rip the house apart. It might be you can only search a certain area.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So just don't interfere.
But again, it's the interference that causes problems. Just as much as you don't like what they're doing, as much as it could be wrong.
And remember, if I'm just thinking about movies because I saw this on TV. if they search your house unlawfully, that means everything's thrown out, right?
Can be, yeah.
Yeah. So if they did something wrong and they got a warrant and be like, oh, I found this, it could be.
Or if they search without a warrant.
Accessible to
inadmissible.
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 Inadmissible. What's the word?
Inadmissible.
Say the word again.
Inadmissible.
Inadmissible.
At trial. Yeah,
at trial. So
if
they want to come in and they want to do something illegal, I don't know about ICE, but if they want to do something illegal or whatever, that means once they come in and they come in unlawfully, you just make sure you don't give them consent, then it's thrown out. It can be thrown out. What's the best line if they ask you to search your car, bag, or phone?
No, I don't consent to any searches.
Yeah.
The problem with that is then they're going to say, politely. If you're in a car and they think you have contraband like marijuana or some sort of drugs in your car, they're going to say, okay, then stay here. We're going to go ask a dog to come, and they're going to get a dog to come and sniff your car and see if the dog alerts. So you may be sitting there for an hour and a half.
You really have something. That means you really had something to hide. So that's different.
Yeah.
Search anyways, X, blah, blah, blah.
I mean,
if they search anyways after you say no, did you do anything wrong?
No, and you could go if they. The problem is they're going to say, "Oh yeah, they let me search." They're going to lie and say, "Oh, they told me you can search." But no, if you say no,
turn your camera on.
Yeah,
turn your phone on and start recording. Whether it's looking at their face or not, just turn it on and start recording. Yeah. That's my thing. I remember one time I think I was trying to call you. I was like, "Can I call my husband?" They were like, "No." I'm like, "Crap." So don't ask if you can call. Just call.
Right.
If you're gonna do
something,
to
turn it off. But
yeah, if
just hit record.
Yeah. So if something's happening and you're uncomfortable, you're nervous, do not ask when it comes to recording or anything like that.
I forgot to get you on camera all by yourself. Look at that.
I don't need to be on camera all by myself. I'm fine. But do not ask if you
forgot about all that.
Do not ask them if you can do something. If it's something that you know that's okay and it's not putting anyone in threat, just do it.
Yeah.
So can I call my husband? I'm like, damn it, I should have just called you.
Yeah.
Can I can I record? You just record. Do not ask, because the first thing they're gonna say is no.
Yeah.
I can't even get my words out. My mouth is so dry.
The problem is people get nervous, and it's hard to tell the cop, well, I don't care what you say, I'm going to record.
I get nervous with
just hit a record button.
Much less think on cops.
Anyway, police officers. Anyway.
So saying no isn't to stop them; it's just to protect you.
Yep.
So do you have to show your ID or to a federal agent?
No. Again, a federal agent stops you and you can say, am I being detained? If they say no, then you go on your way.
Wait. What state, when did you retire from being a police officer?
1991.
Okay, so it says depends on the situation and the state.
Well, yeah.
And whether you're driving, being detained, or entering a secure federal facility.
All different.
A safe approach. Am I required to identify myself and comply? Yeah.
Every situation is different. Every state has different laws, and there's 50 different states, and so it could be 50 different laws. But no, generally, you do not have to show ID if asked. This is not a police state. It's not a state where, like Nazi Germany, where they want to see your papers. No, your papers, please. This not.
Sam is German. So, and just say, am I required to identify myself?
Yeah.
And comply if legally required. Am I legally required to identify myself?
No, and they're going to say, yes, you are.
And if they say yes, then just make sure you ask first and record at the same time.
For me, it's an inconvenience, but I just don't deal with it. I mean, you want to see my ID? Here's my driver's license here.
What's cheap and reliable?
What?
I think I missed something. Keep going.
Oh, Anyway, for me,
Dash
it's kind of like,
okay. April, sorry, babe.
the dash cam.
Yeah, April was saying just get a dash cam and have it running all the time.
There you go.
It protects you and them. I need a dash cam for my house.
Yeah. I don't, I've never looked at the dash cams. I know they're there, and I don't know what they actually.
We haven't thought about it.
Yeah,
I don't hardly drive.
It's like the whole thing about the phones and the government's listening on your phone calls. If they want to look at my messages, I don't give a shit because I'm not doing anything unlawful.
Can they catch up with some bills? They need to do more.
Yeah, but in any event, sometimes it's an inconvenience, and rather than getting into a confrontation, if a cop says, "Let me see your ID," I'll say, "Here's my driver's license. What do you want to see it for? Here you go. Here's my driver's license. Am I free to go now? Am I being stopped? Am I being detained?"
Yes, but
you don't have to.
The thing is, for you and your whiteness,
I
need more water. It's like sometimes we just get so frustrated with all the negative and all the craziness that's going on.
I know.
And being talked to, like if an officer pulls you over, sometimes, like even for Tim, I've seen how people treat him compared to how they treat me, and I'm a female.
Yeah.
But it's like he'll get all this niceness and then when it comes to me, it's out the window.
That's because you had illegal windows.
No, I'm just saying, even in general, we travel. I've been to, we are at the market. I'm walking with Tim and everything's smooth and everyone's nice. I said, listen, I want to go a little faster. This is before you got your knee replacement. I want to go a little faster. Let me go and walk around. As soon as I start walking around by myself, go.
Where's this? China?
This was in
Bangkok. I don't know.
Was it Bangkok? It was one of those countries. And even that happened to me in Vietnam. To one vendor did that.
Yeah.
And another vendor was rude to me, and I didn't even do business with them. And another vendor got all my business.
I'm not saying that color doesn't play a part in all this. It certainly does.
But I mean, at the same time, we get frustrated and we're just angry. And
I know
is the way how they talk to you like you're less than.
Yep.
And people, we know that we're more than.
Yeah, but you have to just get past that.
But it's like these people that are less than always want to talk to you like you. Like,
I know.
Like,
I know, but is it worth it?
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Isn't worth
and that's
it.
the whole thing. If you've done nothing wrong,
it's just not worth
it. And you try to diffuse any situation by saying, am I being detained? You try to be nice. Yeah. If they're ultimately going to do what they're going to do, just let them do what they're going to do. Otherwise, you create more problems for yourself. Next thing you know, you're face down on the pavement, getting your face kicked in or something like that for no reason whatsoever, just because you wanted to mouth off. And I don't say you shouldn't be allowed to mouth off. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be allowed to mouth off. You are allowed to mouth off.
I don't think you should. I don't think you should. It's dangerous.
No, I said you are allowed to.
Technically?
Yeah, technically. Just say, I don't want to talk to you. Get the fuck out of here.
Don't do it, guys.
But then you're going to get, a problem, and then you got to deal with all that nonsense.
Okay, so if you're driving and you get stopped, what's the best traffic stop behavior?
Nighttime or daytime?
Doesn't matter. Hands on the vehicle.
Hands on the wheel.
Hands visible. No sudden
What
movements.
I do is
interior lights.
I turn the interior light on at night if it's nighttime. I reach in my glove box quickly, and I always have my registration insurance card in an envelope, so I can just reach in and put it on. I put it right on top of my dashboard, and then I open up my window halfway, and I put my hands on the wheel.
It's not like me. I'm like, I can't find it. Let me look.
Yeah, see?
I'm going to the glove box. The stop is in the courtroom. The courtroom comes later.
What's that?
Don't argue roadside.
Yeah,
okay, don't argue roadside.
Just especially in your car, because again, the car
is required.
The car is far different than just walking down the street.
Yeah.
A car is you're being given a privilege by the state of Florida, at least here, to drive on the roadways, and so the police have more authority basically over you because you're driving on the streets, so to speak, the government streets. Yeah. So when they ask for your driver's license or registration insurance card, you have to turn it over.
So what if one of these federal agents come to your job?
That becomes problematic if they...
Water.
Huh? No, okay, she's getting water.
Yeah. So if they come to your job...
Oh, here you go. I want a little water myself.
I know, I'm so thirsty.
If they come to your job and want to talk to you...
All I had was oatmeal this morning.
Well, they shouldn't just go up to you at your job. They shouldn't,
but that's what's happening. They're federal agents.
So they walk in and say, hey, Tim, we'd like to speak to you.
Just like how they were going to schools. They were going to schools and
I would say, if
this is coconut water. Sorry.
No, never mind.
It's good for you.
Yeah, it's good, but I don't like it. Hold on.
It's medicine for your body.
Oh man, makes you sound like you're Jamaican once you drink it. Anyway,
it's anti-aging.
Yeah, anti-aging. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It oils your body from the inside.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, if they come to your job, I think you asked to. You'd like to see your supervisor because you'd like to have a private room if they want to have a conversation with you. Don't say anything while you're out in public in the workplace. Just say, if you need to speak to me, I'd like the private room, or I can step outside, or whatever.
Or don't answer any questions. Get a lawyer.
Yeah.
Your attorney. Yeah.
But
call Tim.
Here you go. Give me a call.
If they have documents for the company route, what's the company? Huh? Route them to the manager and counsel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your job is to stay professional, not become the helpful narrator.
Yeah.
So if ICE or whoever comes to your job or whatever, stay calm. Don't volunteer anything.
Nope.
Send them to the front office. If it's a school, send them to the principal's office.
Right.
Send them to the person that's really in charge.
Yeah,
don't offer anything. Don't tell anything. If they start asking you questions, do you notice this? Did you find this person? Do you know of this kid? Blah, blah, blah. Do not tell them anything.
Please go speak to my manager.
Yeah,
he's right over there. Or
here. You're not a narrator.
Right.
You're not there to be a helpful narrator to them, to help them, guide them through anything. Unless you really want to turn people in, and that's what you want to do.
Okay.
What's if you say you're not the target? What if they say you're not the target? You're just a witness.
You know what? There's a difference between asking if you're a target or not a target of an investigation. Just say, listen, even though I might be a witness, I need to speak to an attorney beforehand.
Yeah, because a witness can turn right into a target soon.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah. It depends what you're a witness of.
Especially if the facts change. Suppose someone start lying on you.
Yeah, I mean,
you go and tell on them, and then someone's flipped the script and lying, and now
and then
you're
everything you say is shoved up, or later on. So yeah, if they say, "Oh, you're not a target," we just want to talk to you as a witness to say, "I'm still like to have an attorney present." Thank you.
So witnesses can become targets fast, especially if the facts change.
Yeah.
You can still decline without counsel. I'd like to cooperate through a lawyer.
Yeah, I'll be glad to speak to you once I have an attorney.
Yeah. And just be respectful and, as positive and nice as possible.
Yep.
That's it. It sounds, I mean, you don't have to, but it's better than getting your face pushed into the pavement.
That's true.
What is a subpoena? I didn't know that's how you spell subpoena.
Yeah.
Oh, it has a B,
S-U-B, P-O-E-N-A.
Pronounce that?
Subpoena. The B
it's
is
a silent B, subpoena. I've never seen that word before. And what should someone do if they get one?
It depends what it's for, but
a subpoena is illegal. So what's a subpoena? What's a subpoena?
It's a legal document.
So weird. I want to say subpoena.
Subpoena. You comply with it. It depends what it's for. Mm-hmm. You get a subpoena for jury duty, or summons to jury duty.
Yeah, summons.
You can get a subpoena to go. You have to testify at a deposition. If you have a friend who's an attorney, give him a call and tell him what's going on. Yeah. It depends what the subpoena is for.
Don't ignore it.
No, don't ignore it, because then you can be held in contempt of court if you were properly served. I just had a friend who got served with a subpoena. We did it. We worked out a deposition date, and we did a deposition, and it's all over. So no big deal.
So don't ignore it. Call a lawyer immediately and preserve records.
Yep.
Because messing up a subpoena can create a bigger problem than the original issue.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So call a lawyer. So if an agent asks to take your phone just to look, what do you do? What do you say?
No, I don't want to hand my phone over to you.
So it's just like in the car when they say, "Can I search the car? Can I search your purse? Can I search all that?" No. Yeah. Yeah. I do not consent.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I can't consent to giving you my phone.
Phones are sensitive. Don't unlock it for them unless your lawyer advised or court order requires it.
Yep.
So your phone is basically your whole life in one device.
Yeah. Just don't. You don't have to consent. Yeah. Just I want to look in your phone. I mean, it depends. It depends on what what setting you're in.
Yeah.
And
your lawyer should be there if they're trying to take your phone. Another thing, other than if I was talking to when I was coming from when I was getting my nails done in Vietnam, some of the Australian people said their phones. Sometimes they take their phones and they check their phones when they're getting back into the country.
Yeah,
I'm like, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, a lot of time people are trying to get green cards or citizenship status. when they go to the interviews with their spouses or their spouses or their significant others. They check the phones. They want to see, well, let me see what kind of communications are between you two. And I think at that point, you have to give it to them.
Yeah.
I guess you could say no, and I guess you could just say you're not going to get a green card or get your citizenship. So,
because you need to show proof that you're bonding, you're going places together, you're doing all these different things. So that's different with a citizenship, getting your green card. Got to show that you spent some time together.
Yep. Anyway.
Because we like to take pictures. So if you have no pictures of,
who likes to take pictures?
We.
Anyway.
Listen, I like to take pictures. He loves looking at his pictures.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No,
Every time you see your picture, you get all excited, even though it's such a hard time getting you to do it or do the reels or whatever, which gives me a headache. That's why we have not done another reel since the last reel. The last reel we did was bees in the trap with not Cardi B. What's her name?
I don't know.
Nicki Minaj. And when I say that, just to get that video done, and he's so excited about it.
Not excited about it.
No, you were excited about it, the results of it. But just to get that video and that reel done, it was such a headache. I have not done another one. It just
where was that? Where did we do that? Oh, in Athens.
It's in Athens.
Okay.
Greece.
Anyway.
But it just drained energy.
Last question.
If agents ask you for your phone, what about encounters at the airport and borders? Ooh.
Oh, well.
You have no rights.
You have no rights, literally no rights at the border. The Supreme Court has said you have very few rights at the border, just because of the sensitivity of what's going on. If you're at the border, a whole nother ballgame. Do not. This is why when I get to the we travel a lot. And when I get to the airport, I have nothing to say to anyone. If they ask me my name, I tell them my name. We came in the other day. Where you guys coming from? I said, Vietnam. What did you do there? Was there for the New Year's holiday. That was it. I don't have a conversation. You ask me another question if you like, and I'm going to answer it because I have to.
And the problem is when they ask me that question, I already forgot where I was coming from.
Oh, I've done that before.
It's like you asked me where I'm coming from.
I've done that before.
I was in Vietnam. What city? I know I'm in Ho Chi Minh City. I know all this stuff. I go
nervous.
blank. And I'm not nervous. I go blank.
Go blank? Oh, yeah.
Come on. When I'm having conversations with you and I'm talking to you, I go blank.
That's happened before.
So
to me,
for the people who have a hard time pulling information from their heads and answering all these different questions, like I had a hard time taking tests. I was a horrible test taker.
When every time I travel internationally, when I'm coming into the United States, I know I might be asked questions about where I was, what I was doing, where did I stay, and I go through my mind. Okay, where were you? What did you do? Blah blah blah. I don't
know the address of the hotel. I don't even remember the name of the hotel.
Yep.
You know the little reels that where the husband plans everything and you're just walking around. That's me. That's me.
She shows up with a passport.
I show up with a passport and a packet of papers that Tim gave me.
Anyway,
to get into the countries.
But at the border, you have very few rights, and
so
it's far different.
I'm always like, babe, come with me, because I mean, do not let me go in the line by myself, because they ask me more questions than they ask him. So why were you there? What hotel did you stay in? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, what hotel? I don't even remember the name of the hotel.
Oh well, there you go.
Okay, so at the airport and borders.
That's what we just talked about.
Yeah. So different rules. You can be questioned, screened more broadly. Keep answers short and truthful.
You basically have no rights to the border.
And if things escalate, say, I want to remain silent and speak to an attorney.
And then what they're going to do is they're going to put you in a holding room and you'll sit there all night long. And you'll finally get a call to an attorney. So just to let you know.
Stay calm, serious, and no smart mouth and energy. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, if you're not doing anything wrong, you shouldn't have any problem. But if you're importing goods into the country.
Every time someone says that, if you're not doing anything wrong, you shouldn't have a problem. It just sounds like like nonsense.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so if immigration agents come to your door, what's a safe general approach?
We've already said that. We've already talked about this. If they come to your door, just say, "Can I help you?" And they're not allowed to come in. I'm not consenting to you coming into my place. Am I being detained? I don't want to answer your questions. Do you have a warrant? No. I'd like to go inside. Thank you very much. And close your door.
And do not open your door wide, because these agents right now.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, put your chain on.
Yeah. The problem is
it doesn't matter. They might just break down your door.
Well, that's the problem. And the other problem, I just saw.
Are they breaking down doors?
I don't know, but the problem is I just saw a video of there's like 4 ICE agents outside someone's door with like automatic rifles pointing to the person. I'm like, I got to answer my door and have 4 guns pointing in my face. I mean,
so scary.
Give me a freaking break, man.
Because anyone can have a happy trigger, trigger finger. What is it?
He never.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
So you're not being disrespectful. You're being careful.
Right.
Keep your door tight. Don't have your kids. I mean, nowadays, just don't have your kids even answering the doors. Don't believe.
You have to ask if they're at your door.
Well, listen, go check the door for who's knocking. Just you go to the door yourself. Do not ask your kids to answer the door.
Anyway.
If you're arrested by a police or a federal agent, what's your exact words to use?
Say nothing. I'm going to remain silent until I speak to my lawyer.
Yeah, and stop talking. Don't try to explain anything.
Again, if you're arrested, taken into custody, you do have to answer booking questions. So when they ask your name, don't say I'm not giving you my name.
Oh.
Just give the name, give your address, ID, or you say, can I give you my identification, which has all that information? Give me your driver's license, whatever. Yeah. Don't say I'm not going to answer those questions, because then they're just going to put you in a holding room and you'll sit there all night long.
Do you have an answer? Do you have to answer where you're going,
where
you are coming from?
Again, no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Just don't answer anything. Ask for a lawyer.
Yeah. If you're walking around, no, you don't have to tell them where you're going. None of your business.
Yeah. Keep it short. Just like your friends, your little nosy friends and your little snobby people that you hang around with. Keep it short. Don't try to impress anyone. Don't try to impress the cop. Don't try to, keep it short. Keep your life from becoming, so it keeps your life from becoming a whole episode.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna nitpick every little detail that you said. And if you didn't say it right, or like for me, sometimes I just forget a whole sentence, they may just use that against you.
I mean, the problem again is why is a police officer or a law enforcement officer or a federal agent from Department of Homeland Security or an ICE agent, why are they approaching you? If you've done something wrong and they see you saw that you did something wrong, then you have a problem. Well, you don't have to answer questions. You can still say I'm not speaking, but if you haven't done anything wrong, just be polite and just, again, I'd like to answer questions, but I don't know. I just like to go on my way. Am I being detained?
Mm-hmm.
And find out what they're saying. If they say yes, well then okay.
And if you guys want to just send a little note, because I see a couple of people want to join, but I'm not sure what you specifically want to join for to talk about. So if you want to talk about any of this topic that we just mentioned, if you want to tell your story, just say story. Type in story, and I will bring you in on the TikTok broadcast. Just type in story, okay?
I don't even know you can do that.
Yes, right now we have, I think, 413 people listening.
Really?
Yeah. So just type story, and I can bring you in if you want to tell your story. No one will see your face. I mean, we'll hear you.
Interesting.
All right? But
all this technology I didn't even know about.
So right now, our YouTube channel is called Legal Shit on YouTube.
Right behind here.
Right here. Hope you guys enjoying our sign.
Legal Shit.
Can you guys see it on TikTok? That's our podcast, Legal Shit. That's here.
Me on the toilet.
Yeah. I'm in
supposed to be me.
Dress. I never used to wear business attire. And then I was like, let me put myself in a suit dress. I had one person told me I didn't look good. I didn't look good in business attire. I should always wear sporty wear. I'm like, I'm a grown woman now.
Interesting.
What am I in sporty wear for all the
time? I don't know.
So I was like, I can put on a business attire and I damn look good in it too.
What's today? Today's Saturday? It's today's Saturday, isn't it?
Yes.
Nice.
Tomorrow is polo.
We don't play polo. We go to the polo match.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So let me see if anyone wants to jump on. What is this? Invite. Co-host.
I have.
Yeah, I would like to hear a story. If anyone has a story to tell.
How are you going to hear them?
No, you can. They can speak out right here.
But on
the TikTok.
But you only hear them through the phone.
That's fine. I'll bring no, you'll still hear it. It's loud enough. Next time I'll just bring the speaker.
Okay.
Yeah, it's loud enough.
Anyway, yeah,
So I don't want to just invite someone and then you guys are talking about something different, or you just want to talk about your hair or something like that.
Listen, the whole thing is a touchy subject, and that's why we're having this podcast. And again, we're not trying to say that what's going on in Minneapolis and other cities around the country is right or wrong. I have my own views on it.
To me, it's the way how it's being done. But, like I said, before Obama.
So I don't like the way it's being done, but I'm not passing any judgment. What I'm saying is if it is happening to you, if you are approached, these are the types of things you need to think about and need to do to protect yourself, protect your family. You don't want to become confrontational.
You don't want to lose
get
your
the
life.
tensions up, and you could lose your life. You can lose who knows what. I mean,
And
just,
then
you never know.
I mean, you got to think about this. After you lose your life, who's going to take care of your kids, your family, all these different things that you don't even have set up.
Listen,
I mean, most people can't even afford life insurance right now. So someone dies suddenly is like.
I've had hundreds of encounters when I was a police officer that went from 0 to 100 in the span of 20 seconds. It just happens very quickly. So when you're having an encounter with the police, be calm, don't be confrontational, but know what you should do and what you should say. What's the matter?
No, I was trying to see, someone wrote a message, but I didn't see it. It just said someone joined. Invite.
Anyway,
I don't have an update.
I have no idea how to use that. It's a whole nother ballgame. Now, supposedly, the platform that we are using to was it live stream? The program we're using to Riverside, we can go live on YouTube. Supposedly, we can do it on Instagram,
but I'm not sure how to do it.
We have to. We're working on that.
So we need to take a little minute to one message. Trying to see. Invite. I see all these invites, but I'm scared to invite. Are you guys going to talk about?
I'm sure they're going to talk about the topic you've been talking about.
Yeah, I would love for someone to speak about the topic that we're talking about. I'm born between LOL. I'm brown, by the way, LOL. I see that, April. Yeah. And thanks, April, for giving all those answers. Thank you.
Yep.
But
all right.
But I think that's it, guys. So it's been real.
It's been fun.
It's been fun. I hope you guys learned a little bit. And these, to me, even without being ICE or DHS, Department of Homeland Security. These are common sense answers that should have been in play a long time ago.
Yeah.
I understand they're changing up the game by being so aggressive.
Yeah.
They're being the cops from cops from back in the days where the cops were just cruel.
Yeah.
At one point the cops were, they were getting a little nicer. They were getting a little nicer, There
was a good book a guy wrote, I think 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was I think it's called The Militarization of the Police. And it was following, and I've said this for many years, that the following 9/11, the police became militarized. They all of a sudden having these huge SWAT teams, and look at what the guys are wearing out in Minneapolis right now.
But that's different.
They don't look. They're not police officers. They look like they're an army, a fully equipped army out in the battlefield.
But that's the plan, to scare people.
I know.
That's why no one's at the border now. Who's at the border trying to get into America right now?
Well, I certainly wouldn't.
The border is dead.
I certainly wouldn't.
The only people at the border right now are white people trying to go over there to get their dental care.
Oh, there you go.
That's it. Go look at the border. Go look at the history. Right now, is white people going over there to do dental care or do any kind of medical thing because over here is too expensive. The people who are
scary. We're not talking about dental care today. So.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just saying at the border. You were saying the militarized. It's to scare people.
I know.
And it's doing a great.
I know. Well,
doing a great job.
All right. Well, listen. Thanks for hanging in. Thank you guys on is this TikTok? Yeah, thank you for TikTok and
YouTube.
YouTube.
And I think we didn't do Facebook.
Oh, next time.
Next time.
I'm still learning all this technology stuff. I'll tell you. I'll be honest with you. I'm just a little white guy.
Oh Lord. He needs to work out. He'll be little if he worked out. Anyway,
listen, just remember, it's not just talk, it's legal shit. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Yes. And if you have a topic, send us a topic. We'll talk about it.
Bye.
Oh, and